everybody, and welcome to the Katie Weaver Show. This is Katie. I'm your host. I'm so happy to be here. If you are listening to an archive or a replay, I want to welcome you as well as all of my live listeners. It is the 11th of, what is it, April? Time is flying. 11th of April, about 11 a.m. Pacific time. We are over in the chat room. You can find that by heading over to 12radio.com. Click on the chat button and you'll be redirected into the Facebook chat, or just search for 12 Radio on Facebook. Honestly, 12 numbers, number one, number two radio. Easy enough. You'll see my banner posted to the top of the page. You can comment there. We should have some time for some readings today towards the end of the show. So you're welcome to interact there. But I'm also live streaming from Facebook and YouTube. You can tune into that just by heading to YouTube or Facebook and search for Katie Weaver Domestic Mystic, and you'll find it. I hope. I think. So that's what's up. How are you guys? Decent weekend? How do we like that full moon? What you think? We went to Montana to softball. It was great. Obviously, you can probably see if you're in the live stream that my poor little face got a little too much sun. But I want you to know I did have sunblock on, but I still burned up a little bit. So we don't like that. Don't like that a bit. However, besides that, all is well. And it was actually really, really good to be in Montana and watching ball and yeah, all the good stuff. And the girls won their season. They're 17-2 for the season right now. They are killing it. Yeah. Poor Mars hit a home run and got robbed at the fence by somebody who did an awesome job catching it and digging it out of there before it went over. So, boo. But yeah, let's see. Lillian said the moon was gorgeous where she was. Julia said it's often cloudy on full moons and eclipses, but the day after was awesome. Nice. Hey, Quelly. Very good. Well, let me jump into the other chat here real fast. I am going to teach you a card spread today. So if you want to pull out a deck of cards while we're talking, you just may want to. Oh, a spammer already. Mary, I don't know if you're actually listening, but GTFO, huh? How rude. Now you're blocked. Why are people like this? I don't know. Anyway, uh, all that being said, if you want to grab a deck of cards so that you'll be ready, I am going to teach you how to do a spread today that I think you might like. Yeah, bye, Mary. What is with people? Anyway, so that's what we're going to do today, among other things. But I wanted to give you a good heads up in case you need to go grab a deck. Yeah. Oh, Lynn, excellent news. Yay! I love hearing that. Lynn got a job offer yesterday. Woohoo! So good. Okay, well, let's probably hop into Luminous. I'm going to have to pull it up. I restarted my computer because it was begging me to restart and do an update, and it kind of got fouled up. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but it probably has. I know. So I had Luminous up and ready, and now I don't. Here we go. Okay. And of course, you may have already received it in your email here just a little bit ago, but I'm going to put links in both chat rooms, and then I'll share my screen. Okay. All right, let me get my screen shared here. Sorry, you guys. I'm not feeling present. Time to ground and get centered and get here. Okay. All right. So just a pretty cherry blossom or crabapple blossom or some kind of blossom cover because we should be getting there. We're actually super warm all of a sudden. We've gotten warm. The snow has pretty much all melted except for in, bigger spots. Uh kind of. I mean, oh my gosh. We are in quite the mess now of water, but it's fine. It's whatever. But it's almost 60 degrees today. Wild. Windows open. We love it. Okay. I called the magazine this week Bright Eyes. I think that we're all feeling more optimistic and full of hope, and the world's looking bright. So, bright eyes it is. All right. This is, in my musings, this is the spread that we're going to learn today. So, I'm going to leave that for now and head over to other things, and we'll pull that back up later. But I wanted you to have it. All right. Kelly is on break this week because she's having super fun with her family. So, good on her. But she did leave us with this awesome astrology class that she taught a couple of years ago about retrograde planets in the natal chart. And so, all of you astrology buffs, take a watch, or if you're not, watch it and see if you can pick up a few things. All right, my tip this week, as some of us are finally able to start thinking about, gardens and plants and whatnot, we are looking at ways to support the bees. So, some things you can consider planting: asters, butterfly bush, butterfly weed, fennel, lavender, bee balm, oregano, sunflower, coneflower, and yarrow are all good ones. Now, you want to look for either things that you have started from seed yourself or from the nurseries. You want them to be bee friendly. And a lot of things are being labeled that way now. And if you don't know, ask. Buy from local nurseries and ask them if there's anything about the way they propagate their plants that would make them not bee friendly. It's getting a lot better, but it's always worth asking just to double check that you're getting what you think you're getting. Because if they're not, sometimes they have pesticides and insecticides on them that can be really harmful for the bees. So you just want to ask and be sure before you take it home and plant it for those bees. We do the best with for our bees with oregano. We have big oregano plants in our front flower beds, in our front like kitchen herb garden that they get huge and they're covered in purple flowers, which makes a big difference. So we're hoping, yeah, that they just keep feeding our bees. We're hoping our bees are okay. We had some really horribly cold weather this winter, and even though we had the bees cared for and wrapped up, we're not seeing any action out there. We started feeding them like a couple of months ago to make sure that they had plenty of food, and it's not looking good. I'm afraid we might have actually lost our hive. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm really hoping I'm wrong, but we'll find out soon enough. As warm as it is now. All right. Christie's energy, kindred spirits, energy exercise is for inner peace. Who couldn't use a little bit of that, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Our heart happenings with Ginger. She's got angelic messages this week. So let's look at Capricorn. Your song this week is Gypsy by Fleetwood Mac. The angels and guides guide you to embrace your intuition, be authentically you, and allow your talents to shine. Oh, I love that. So find your song and go listen to it. Let's see what Cancer is. Say You, Say Me by Lionel Richie. Okay, Ginger, I will take it. All right. Oh, over at True Crime Squad, if you're following, if you are interested, uh, this is the bottom video. Our thoughts about Daybell Vallow Court. Christy and I went to court yesterday to the viewing room here at Madison, and we learned a lot. There were only a couple of things we didn't know already, but we're seeing it get all laid out, of course, to the jury. It was a really interesting day, and we did not go to court today. We have an associate there instead, but we did learn how Tammy Daybell died, which is something that we've not known up to this point, and a few things like that. So, if you're interested in what court was like yesterday, you can watch that. We totally detailed it, and we're going to keep on it. We're only in the second week of what's supposed to be a 10-week trial. It won't be. I'm thinking 6 weeks, but all right. Anita brings us Goddess Sarasvati, a Hindu goddess of knowledge, music, and the arts. And then Jamie has a brand new video. Stay open and curious. Wild ride ahead. We'll take it. And that's it. There you go. So that is Luminous this week. Hopefully you found some gems, but you may hold on to that if you want to keep a hold of that spread, because here a little bit later in the show, we're going to pull that spread up and do some stuff and teach you how to use that spread. So you might want to hold on to it, but I will pull it up here on the screen too and list it, post it in the chat room so that you have it. Okay, all right. I pulled that up in both places. Oh, thank you, Lynn. She said she credits the clearing and blessing I gave her to moving out of the space she was in and getting that job. So, well, babe, my honor, and you're the guy who did a great job and got yourself there. So, what can I say, right? Good on you. Okay. And I'll take a look at your question too when we get to that. And hello, Julia. And yeah, definitely, I will take a look at that for you. Okay. Hey, JR, Maya, Pamela, Ivy. Good to see you, Ivy. And over in the other chat, want to say hi to Rebecca and Renee and Tiffany. Regular cards, oracle cards, whatever you want to use, Pamela. I would use oracle cards if I were you, but that's my preference. Renee said she has lots of lavender and cone flowers for the bees. That's awesome, Renee. Love it. Okay. Well, let's get into it. So, I'm going to pull up this spread. So, grab your cards. So, this is a spread for daily motivation. It's moreover a spread to just help you get on your horse, right? To get motivated enough to do the stuff you want to do, to accomplish your goals, so on and so forth. So, the first thing we have to do, of course, is prepare our cards. Oh, okay. All right, so get your cards out. I'm going to pull this off the screen for just a minute. All right, so take your cards, give them a good knock, shuffle them. You're going to shuffle them 3 times. While you do that, you really should be holding your question. And your question is just, what do I need to know? That's it. What do I need to know? Okay. So we are shuffling. All right. Okay, so we need to then pull our cards. So once you've done your work here, we're going to pull 5 cards. I like to leave mine face down. So I'm just doing a collective reading asking what we all need to know. So remember, this is daily. So this is literally a spread of what do we need to know today. So you're going to pull all 5 cards, just lay them down face down in succession so that you know what goes in what position. And again, we're just asking, what do we need to know? So the first card is, what is the theme? The second card is, what is the warning? The third card is, what do I need to strive for? The fourth card, what do my guides want me to know? And the fifth card is, what is my positive affirmation? All right. Okay. So now we've got all of our cards pulled. They're face down in front of us. They're all lined up in position. Now we can actually start pulling cards. So the first card that you're going to pull is that number 1 position. What is the theme? So what is the theme of the day? The card that I pulled is the crown chakra. So the crown chakra, of course, is talking about, hey, Jess, is talking about cerebral things, right? Being up in your crown. That is your connection to your higher self, to your source energy, whatever that might be for you. Uh, you know, that could be the universe, God, goddess, anything else, right? Like, I'm not going to tell you. That's up for you to know. But at any rate, that's our main focus today, then. Our theme is the crown chakra, connection to our higher self, connection to spirit. All right. What is the warning? Movement, choices, and decisions is the card that I pulled. So there's a warning there about, I think, not getting freaked out and making snap decisions, being patient enough to see something all the way through, and not making big assumptions. I feel like there's a big warning there today about not getting too upset or bent out of shape too quick, not getting our hair on fire before we need to, or if we even need to. Okay. What should I strive for? The card is emotional loss. Does that mean you should strive for emotional loss? No. But it does mean striving for working on your heart. If you look at the picture on this card, he's got his hands in his heart. There's some emotional healing going on here, or a need for it. So some of your what you're striving for today is to help heal yourself, to help work on some of your own pain, to help release something that's been under your skin maybe, but working on yourself. What do my angels and guides want me to know? The card is victory and success. Really interesting, because if you look back to the warning card over here, it was movement, choices, and decisions, right? And we talked about being patient, not getting too bent out of shape too quick, kind of letting the process play out. And the message here from your angels and guides is that you can be successful here. You've just got to let the process play out. You've got to be patient with yourself. No snap decisions or judgments. And then, what is my positive affirmation? The card is love begins. So the idea behind that, this position, is that you use the card or the picture on the card or your impression from the card, or however you want to use the card to craft a positive affirmation. Positive affirmations are one or two sentences. They are always spoken in positive language and they are typically spoken in first person. So, in this aspect, you may see something like or say something like, I enjoy love in all aspects of my life. I am constantly attracting love to me. I love the world and the world loves me. You decide how you craft that, but that would be the positive affirmation you would lean on for the day. So when you use a spread like this, a lot of times you do it in the morning and give yourself an opportunity to feel those affirmations kind of run through you all day long and bear in mind the reading itself as you go. So that's how it works. And I like this spread a lot. I think if you've been feeling kind of stuck or kind of unmotivated, this is a really good one because it really helps you to start feeling more connected to your spirit. And I think if you've been struggling just in general, feeling stuck, feeling frozen, maybe even feeling depressed, that starting a daily practice like doing a spread like that is a really good way to move out of it. So, those are my thoughts on using a spread like that, and hopefully that's helpful to you guys. So, if you did it along with me, let me know. And I think I will do that spread for a couple of you. So, if you want me to do the daily motivation spread for you, just let me know in the chat and I'll choose a couple to do. Pamela said she loved hers. It turned out great. Wonderful. We'll take it. Awesome. Yeah. It's, sometimes you just get flat, or you just need to restart yourself, you know? Okay, JR, let's go in with you. Let's get going with you. You just got to restart your engine a little bit and get back to yourself. And to me, coming up with either a new meditation practice, a daily card practice, something like that is a really good way to get going. Okay, JR. All right, so I am shuffling the cards. Of course, the question is, what does JR need to know? All right, so I'm going to pull all of your cards now. I'm going to put the spread back up on the screen so that we can follow along with it. Okay, so we want to know, what is the theme? What is the warning? What should we strive for? What do your guides want you to know? And what is your positive affirmation? Okay. All right. So, what is the theme? Base chakra. So, focusing on your root, on your connection to the earth, on getting grounded, and on considering things that might prevent you from being grounded, worries, financial fears, or concerns, housing concerns, generally feeling anxious or unsafe, are all things that can really affect your root chakra, or your root chakra can affect. It's kind of a vicious cycle there sometimes. All right, what is the warning? The warning is about material and spiritual prosperity. I feel like the warning for you, JR, is that the other shoe is not going to fall. The- When things are good, you have a hard time letting them be good. There's always worry that something's definitely going to go to shit soon if this is okay. And that's not the case today. So, not worrying about that too much. Material and spiritual prosperity, you can hang on to that and trust that everything's okay. All right. What do I want to strive for? The card is deception and envy. So, the message behind that, of course, is striving to let go of any envy or deception that you are carrying, as well as to recognize it in other people. I feel like sometimes because you are kind, you're a little bit easy to take advantage of. And I wonder if there's somebody in your world that's being dishonest and taking advantage of your kindness, and that may be something you need to strive for today, looking at and getting really real about. Okay, what do my guides want me to know? The card is trapped in fear. There's a message here for you that things aren't ever going to get much better. That no matter how good things are, there's always that worry that you're just about to fall backwards into a bad place, that things can't just keep getting better for you. So there's a strong message there from your guides that that's not true. And we can let go of that fear and allow things to continue to get better and better, and to know that you deserve that. Okay. Wow. You really pulled some doozies. The positive affirmation card is suffering in silence. So that means that we have to open that up, right? So I'm going to flip that, and let's put together a positive affirmation that I am able and willing to express myself. I allow myself to feel my feelings and stand up for what I need. Okay. All righty. So there you have it. All righty. All right, Lynn, let's pull some cards for you. All right, so same thing. Oh, JR said, sounds just like me. Thank you for the reading. You are very welcome. All righty, Lynn, here we go. So we'll pull your cards here. So, what is the theme? Of course, is the first position. What is the warning? And in case you ever wonder, like, how do you know which card is right? Which card should you pull? I just put my hands over the cards and feel them. And I always just feel drawn to one of them. It's like a magnet. And that's the card I pull. If two cards were to fall out, then I would use both of them in that position. Because sometimes you have a card that just pops out that's just absolutely insisting on being seen. Okay. Hey, he's smiling. Okay. Alrighty, Lynn, here we go. So, first position, what is the theme? Third eye chakra. So, this is a nice psychic day for you. Pretty cool considering that you have an offer on the table, a new job starting. I think this is a great time for you to really flex your psychic muscles, and really feel into what's going on and what's going to be the best thing for you, and so on and so forth, and how to prepare yourself and get ready for this job to start. Okay. The warning is fulfillment of wishes. I feel like this really kind of falls back to the last reading we did for JR. That fulfillment of wishes cards tells me that there's some hesitation in you because you have had some rough experiences with jobs and worked with some truly nasty people. And so there's always that hesitation when something good is playing out. My gut feeling here is that you're going to like the staff there. You're going to get along with them well, and it's going to be a fun job. I feel like some of their practices will be different than how you've been trained. And that's going to take a little bit of learning, not like an intense learning curve, just a little differently than how you were trained to do things. And that might feel a little counterintuitive, but overall, I feel like it's not a terrible place to be. So the warning here is to allow it to be good, allow yourself to fall into their practices, to their culture, and allow that to be okay. Okay, what should we strive for? Heart chakra. So the heart chakra card is about having an open heart, about allowing yourself to connect to others, allowing yourself to stay connected to you. I mean, the heart chakra card for you, Lynn, right now, I think is about self care. You've been working really hard on that. You've been working hard on doing some healing. Now I think it's time to nurture your heart. As far as I feel like for you, because this job thing it's taken a long time and it's been frustrating. I feel like your self love has probably taken a bit of a hit. I think this is a combination for you of heart and solar plexus, building up your self esteem that yes, you can. Yes, you'll be fine. Yes, you are very capable of moving into a different position. And then that just self care piece or self love piece. Okay. What should I strive for? A balance. Oh, no, sorry. This is what my guides want me to know. Balance. Your guides want you to know that you're going to have to seek some balance out here. They're telling me this job could swallow you up a little bit if you let it, especially because you haven't been working for a little while. And so starting back into employment is going to rock your world a little bit. So balance, making sure you get rest, that you get food, that you get downtime on your off days, that you don't just do nothing but work, but seek out balance. Okay. What is my positive affirmation? Fertility. Oh, easy enough, Lynn. Here's your positive affirmation. Everything I touch grows and grows and grows. Everything I touch grows and grows and grows. Okay. Just jumping in the other chat here really quick. Okay, Maya. All right, so all righty, Maya. What is the theme? What is the warning? What should I strive for? What do my guides want me to know? And what is my positive affirmation? Okay, here we go. What is the theme? Truth. Interesting. Since you have been working in a space that has felt pretty deceitful and unsteady, I feel like the truth card coming up for you is a good thing. This also could be, I think, in relationships and friendships, but that's the theme of the day. Truths being spoken, truths perhaps coming out. Okay. The warning is throat chakra. There's a warning here today about metering your responses or gathering information and then holding on to it to craft a good response that you offer later, but not saying too much today, not oversharing, not giving away the farm. Just be more of an observer today than a responder. What should I strive for? Material and spiritual prosperity. Well, hell yeah. Yes, you should. And since I know you've been working on changing jobs, that's an interesting card to come up. That is what we're striving for, right? So it's all good. What do my guides want me to know? Solitude. This is you. Reading, meditating, taking some downtime. I know that you get plenty of solitude, but this is solitude where you're not filling the space up with noise, just allowing yourself to be with yourself. And then what is my positive affirmation? Triumphant success. Yeah. So here we go. The universe is constantly conspiring to bring good into my life. The universe is constantly conspiring to bring good into my life. There you go, Maya. Okay. All right, Ivy. I didn't know I was going to do 100 of these. Maybe I'm not. I'll try and work a little bit faster. Okay. All right, Ivy, what is the theme? What is the warning? What should I strive for? What do my guides want me to know? And what is my positive affirmation? Okay. What is the theme? Rejoice in celebration. So the theme here is to let your hair down a little bit. Celebrate what's good in your life. Maybe make a gratitude list or at least a mental list. Just review the things in your world that are working, that you're grateful for, that have brought joy for you. Sometimes just making a mental note of those things just really helps to attract more of the same. Okay, positive movement forward. That is the warning. Interesting. How many of you guys are digging your heels in right now, struggling with letting things be good? This is the third time a card like that has come up in the warning spot. Interesting. So, Ivy, I think for you it's the same. just allowing things to be good. I think that you've had some loss and some trauma in your life, especially the last few years, that has sometimes made it hard for you to trust that things can stay good and okay. But there's a strong message here for you that things are okay and it's all right to just stay present and enjoy where things are when they're good. All right. What should I strive for? Temptation. Should you strive for temptation? Well, probably not. The message here isn't really to strive for temptation as much as it is to strive for dealing with temptation. Strive for sticking to the plan, whether that is a spending plan or a self care plan or whatever it is that you really focus on when temptation is coming in to derail your own efforts and how you want to deal with that. What do your angels and guides want you to know? Accelerated motion. They want you to know that things are happening fast right now, and that's okay. They also want you to know, coming from this card and kind of spinning off of that, that some of the stuff you've been working on and manifesting is really working on coming through. So let things be good, make great decisions, trust yourself, trust the plans that you've made. Things are happening, they're falling into place. Okay. What is my positive affirmation? Well, the card is disruption. So, how does that turn into a positive affirmation? Well, we're going to flip it, right? All right. Here's your positive affirmation: I am capable and willing to allow myself to be free and unencumbered from worry. I am capable and willing to allow myself to be free from worry. I know there was another piece of that, but now I can't remember. Ivy, hopefully you remembered. What the heck? Okay. All righty. I'm looking at Terry. All righty. Terry, here we go. What is the theme? What is the warning? What should I strive for? What do my guides want me to know? And what is my positive affirmation? Okay. The theme is light. We'll take it. That looks like hope. That's how this whole week felt like to me, looking at it through the lens of luminous light. So, hope today. Light. Honestly, I would open up the blinds. I would let a lot of light into your house. I would really get some sunshine if you can and really focus on light, Terry. Okay. The warning is universe. So, this tells me that you have a lot of energy out there. You've got choices, you've got unsettled decisions, you've got things to think about that might be kind of clogging up your crown and keeping you a little bit uncentered and ungrounded. So I think some of this could be medical too, that maybe you are still striving for some answers on. But there's a warning there to not put too much focus on that right now and trust that those answers are going to come as you are asking them. Okay, what should I strive for? The card is deception and envy. So when it comes up in this position, you're really striving to understand A, am I projecting deception or envy onto anybody else? And B, is someone else perhaps being deceitful with me or mistreating me? Is there something I need to face or be aware of or address in my life as far as other people and the way they are treating me or looking at me? That's always an important one because honestly, as light workers, a lot of times you guys tend to kind of give up the farm. All right. What do my guides want me to know? Spiritual union. This could be your relationship with yourself or another, but they want you to know that you are loved, you are protected, you are guided. And your positive affirmation, it's the authority card. So here's your positive affirmation: I have the right and the authority to guide my own life. I can trust the decisions that I make. I have the right and authority to guide my own life. I trust the decisions that I make. Love that, Terry. Okay, last one for Lillian. Okay, all right. What is the theme? What is the warning? What should I strive for? What do my guides want me to know? And what is my positive affirmation? All right. Okay, Lillian, your theme is solar plexus chakra. So, working on personal power, self esteem. I feel like this has to do with the decision that you're facing on moving, as well as just your self esteem, the way you carry yourself, allowing yourself to be yourself, you know, loving you as you are. What is the warning? Recognition and reward. The warning at this point, I feel like, is to be careful. Be careful about flattery. Be careful about false friends. And be careful about people around you who may not have your best interest at heart. What should I strive for? Just intuition is all. Perfect card for you. So, striving on, continuing to work on your intuition and trusting it as it comes through. What do my guides want me to know? Prosperity begins. This is a great card. It's a great reminder that everything's okay, that you're okay, and that you can trust that you do have enough, that you are taken care of. And what is my positive affirmation? Sacral chakra. So this has to do with joy, it has to do with creativity. So let's form your positive affirmation. I am a luminous, creative being. I bring joy to those around me and myself. I am a luminous, creative being. I bring joy to those around me and myself. Okay, so that's all we have time for in those, but I hope that that was helpful. I do like that spread a lot. Okay, I'm going to pull that off the screen finally and run back into the chat room here. Okay. All right. Sorry, you guys, I didn't get to all of you. That's kind of a long reading. Oh, Ivy said she was about to pull out her naughty suit. You're so welcome, Maya. My honor. Absolutely. Yes. Okay. Alrighty, let me jump in the other chat quick. We need to get our bibliomancy done. Okay. All right, I'm going to get our book from Kathleen out. So, of course, this is We Are Here for You. This is the book by Kathleen Peterson that we've been using for bibliomancy now for more than a year. These are channeled messages from the archangels and other light beings through Kathleen. And so we're using it as a message from Kathleen and her light beings. So we'll just ask, what do we need to know? Dana. I come before you today to speak of the joy of receiving. You are givers and caretakers, but now is the time to receive with joy and gratitude. You are all willing to go out of your way to assist others, and this is good, but you need to receive as well. You deserve all of the help you need, and all of the abundance of the universe is at your feet, waiting to manifest when you accept that you are deserving. Receive with joy and a song in your heart. Do not doubt that it is right for you to be on the receiving end of gifts and treasures. The universe is abundant, and gifts await your request. Know that you are capable of creating everything you desire. I shall be your support. As the energies of spirit weave around you, know that I am here to help you accept that you are a deity in your own right. Sit with this thought. Feel how it is to be royal and powerful, even if it is only for a moment. The more you take the time to feel your own powerful, royal self, the more you will accept this in your mind. I understand for most of you, this can be a difficult concept to accept, as you have been taught that you are less than. Your religious training teaches that you are born sinners, and I say this is a belief that has created many of the problems you face in your life today. What has been written and taught to you does include information about your ability to produce miracles, but this information is not the focus of the teachings. The focus of what you have been taught is that you are sinners and unworthy. Throughout the history of the earth plane, there have been many who wish to control others, and some have chosen to do this through organizations that teach about spirit. As we have observed in other realms, what you learn and what seems to take hold from these teachings is that you are unworthy. Think about what this does for you. I say, You are all miracles and you are all royalty. Now is the time to allow this to penetrate your heart. Your soul knows this, but has been unable to overcome the years of teaching that have enveloped your being. Now is the time to acknowledge the greatness within you. You are needed now to lead by example. Call on me, and I will help you focus, even for short periods, on the glorious spirit within. I can help you receive with joy and tranquility all that you deserve. You can perform miracles now. Accept who you are in truth and happiness. Accept that you are more than worthy. You deserve everything the universe has to offer. Lift your hearts and minds and know that anything you can imagine, you can have or be or do, for you are greater than you know and certainly capable of what Jesus said after performing a miracle. You are all capable of doing this or greater. Now is our time to believe. Now is the time to change your belief of unworthiness to a belief that you deserve it all. Fear not that you will be selfish. Know that when you open this change in belief, you not only receive, but you are willing to give more to others, and they in turn will do the same, for the fear of lack will have disappeared. Call on me, and I will support and help you as you change your focus. You are royal. Believe, feel, and know that this is true. I send you love, stars, and royal garb so that you may know in your hearts your own greatness. And that is Dana and Kathleen, of course. Well, guys, we've done it. We have talked down to the end of the show. Sid, I think your account's okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that post at least. I want to remind you that I am a professional psychic advisor over at one2listen.com, and you can find me over there every day. That's number one, number two, listen.com. And I would absolutely love to connect with you over there. I'll do everything I can to help. This has been yet another production of The Katie Weaver Show here on 1 2 Radio, where we're changing the way you listen to the world.